Hello and welcome back to more Football Manager 2019 with me, Mr. Grand 2, and episode 50 of Monaco. And today we've got some incredibly important games in the league and in the Champions League. We face PSG in League R, followed by Basel in our Champions League group. So these are the results since last time, and really we need to go straight to the obvious one first of all, and that was a 2-1 defeat to Marseille, which means that our unbeaten league streak is over. It ended at 62 matches undefeated, of course, including the entirety of last season. It had to end at some point. It's a little bit disappointing that it ended in this way, but the fact that it ended to a team like Marseille rather than a team like, I don't know, Strasbourg or whatever is probably for the best. A 2-1 defeat. We went behind just before half-time, equalised just after half-time, but then Patrick Roberts popping up with a free kick to give Marseille the win. There was no highlights after that. That was it. For half an hour, we knocked on the door. We couldn't find a way through, and that was the end of our unbeaten run. But I think 62 matches undefeated in a row is pretty good going. Before that, then, we did beat Lille 2-0, Domenico Berardi getting a goal in the 97th minute, the most pointless and unnecessary penalty I've ever seen ever. 3-0 win against Basel really did help us in our Champions League quest. We'll talk more about that in a minute. Then, of course, the defeat to Marseille. But we bounced back straight away. A 2-0 win against Lyon. Balde and Martinez getting the goal there in a nervy game, but a very important win. Then we absolutely trashed Dijon 6-1. Again, we were 2-1 up at half-time. Not particularly great. Read them the riot attacked a little bit, and they really came out firing. Pietro Pellegrini getting himself a hat-trick, which is really good to see. Unfortunately, Liverpool are also impressed by his form. They've been sniffing around for a while now, and I did consider offering him a contract at half-time. I actually started negotiations, but decided to leave it until full-time. I thought there's no point. We've only got 15 minutes. Can't really conduct contract negotiations now. He finished his hat-trick in the second half, went to talk to his agent again, and he was like, yeah, no, I'm not interested anymore. I want to move to Liverpool, so that's going to be something to look out for in January. I don't really want to sell him because he's 21, he's pretty good, and he's club trained. That's not an asset I want to sell. Even if they offer insane amounts of money, I just don't see much point. We'll have a look at the time if they make a bid, if there are any strikers out there that are good, if not better. But frankly, I think it's worth the risk of him being upset. He's got plenty of time on his contract. He'll get over it. And the most recent result was a 3-0 win against Nantes. Pretty comfortable. Rotated side doing the job. Dani Olmo is having a fantastic start to the season. And Hirving Lozano has recovered from his injury and has finally got himself a goal, which you love to see. So what all of that means is that we're in a finely poised position in both the league and the Champions League. We are top of the table still. We find ourselves on 30 points after 11 games, but that's just 2 points clear of PSG, who've recovered from their early slip-ups. And what it means, quite simply, is that if they beat us today, which you wouldn't bet against given our recent performances against them, they will go top of the table. As for the Champions League, we are in second in that, 6 points after 3 games. Very, very finely poised. Victory against Basel in the second game today will pretty much ensure that we go through into some form of continued European competition. Not necessarily the Champions League knockouts, but it will at least guarantee we finish third and we'll be in the Europa League at least, which I said last year I wouldn't be against. I think we're far more likely to win the Europa League than the Champions League. So with Pietro Pellegrini in red-hot form and Patrick Schick still injured, he starts up front, unsurprisingly. Aouar's in behind him, Balde and Skov on the wings. Obviously, the rest of the team is as you would expect. Kessie and Tielemans, Mendy, Martinez, De Ligt, Sidibe and Lafont in goal. Well, Neymar and Mbappe fully fit for this one for PSG. They are playing Xavi, the regen we looked at last year, in defensive midfield. I mean, he's pretty good, to be fair, for a 21-year-old, isn't he? Well, we tried asking them to get some revenge last time. It didn't work. Let's just go out there and win. Go out there and don't concede 4 goals within the first 20 minutes. That would be an improvement, wouldn't it? I've just noticed they've got Kalidou Koulibaly. I didn't even know they'd signed him. It must have been right before the deadline. It just gets better and better, doesn't it? We've got a corner though. Skov flicks it in and it's gone over from Aouar. That was a good opportunity. PSG with a corner of their own and we've cleared it. Mendy's got some space to run into. Pellegrini finds Aouar, and if you can put a ball across, we might get a goal here. What a chance that was. I think Marquinhos might... We didn't We didn't get a corner, so it wasn't Marquinhos, but he got involved and we didn't score. What an opportunity that was, though. Looking for Balde, and now Mbappe's got some space and he can put a ball across. De Ligt clears it. Xavi on the turn. This is surely going to result in a goal for PSG. Mendy gets it away. Some very good defending, but it's not clear yet. The danger's not over yet. They come forward again. Neymar, a whisker wide. Very strong defending from us there. Well, a glorious chance for us. Otherwise, we rode our luck quite a bit. I clicked continue without giving them a team talk. Maybe that will confuse them enough to go and do something in the second half. I don't know. Neymar with a free kick in, and it's been forced in by Diogo Jota. He's not offside, is he? He's counting. Not Diogo Jota, sorry. Other Jota. Slightly confusing. They have got both of them, that must get confusing in the dressing room, mustn't it? Maybe they use their numbers, but PSG have the lead. Not much has happened in this game, and there's not much time left for us to get an equaliser. Another highlight. Looks like it's going PSG's way. No, our Robs, and that was another glorious opportunity. Well, you can't say that we haven't tried. Really, we should have been at least getting a point from this. It's going to be another defeat. PSG are going to take over in the lead of Ligue 1, and well, I'm not going to say it's unlucky. I mean, what do you say? It is unlucky, but in a lot of ways, you make your own luck, and we didn't do what we should have done. We had plenty of chances. They didn't outplay us at all. They took the lead through a set piece. That was it. And we've ended up squandering loads of chances, and it's really cost us there. Well, another very disappointing result against PSG. A much more improved performance this time, but you don't get points for playing well. You get points for scoring more goals, and that's what they did. And it could cost us. It's only October, very early on in the season, and PSG do have a tendency to muck things up, but not what we want at all. Having gone unbeaten last season, not great to lose so many games already. Well, second game of the episode then against Basel, and an improved result is needed. As we said, it was a pretty good performance against PSG, just a lot of squandered chances, which is not what I wanted with the signings that we made. We bought Olmo, we bought Lozano specifically to put the ball in the back of the net, and well, didn't manage to do it against PSG, but hopefully we'll have some better luck here against Basel. Unchanged team, which means I'm potentially risking Skov, but we need to get a good result here if we have any hope of getting into the Champions League knockouts. Well, hopefully we actually remember to score today. That would really help things out. I mean, I don't back us to beat Roma and Real Madrid. Kessie does thankfully open the scoring inside 3 minutes. I don't back us to beat Madrid and Roma necessarily, so we need the points in this one for sure. Good hit from Kessie. Not the best goalkeeping in the world, but I'll take it. Skov on the ball now, looking to give us a pretty strong lead already inside 10 minutes. Balde hits the bar. Pellegrini can't quite get there. Sidibe with a long throw in, looking for Pellegrini. Kessie has it though. Skov flicks it towards Pellegrini once again. Can't find it. The highlight's not over though. And Kessie once again hits the woodwork. Well, Balde wins it right back in our half, right against the corner flag. Skov running forwards. It's come through to Pellegrini though. Balde getting him the assist. And we do grab ourselves a second. I mean, clearly not the same standard of opponent, but where were these shooting boots against PSG? Well, at half-time, it's 2-0. Pellegrini did actually hit the post once again after he got his goal. So maybe there's magnets in the ball and the woodwork, and that's why we keep hitting them. It's actually metal work, not woodwork. I don't know. Hopefully we can see this one out. No silly suspensions or injuries, and this would actually put us top of the group as it stands because Real Madrid and Roma appear to be drawing. Throw in from Sidibe, looking for Pellegrini. He wants another goal. Kessie wants another goal. He gets another goal. 7th of the season for Franck Kessie, and I don't think he's going to have many easier than that one. But this one is pretty much over. 3-0, and we are going top of the group. 12 minutes or so left. Charlie Masonda on the ball. Xhaka, who I think is Granit Xhaka's brother, isn't he? Nothing doing for them though. We penned them right back. But they worked out to the other side. Balanta loses out though, and Pellegrini's on it like a flash, and he makes it 4. Nearly squandered the chance, but he manages to get another chance at it and puts it around the other side of the goalkeeper. What a hit that is from Sidibe, by the way, as a pass. Good take from Pellegrini. He goes through a really tight angle, but he gets it around the other side. And very good performance from him again. I'm sure Liverpool are watching, but hopefully this adds a few more millions to his price tag that we'll just reject anyway. Not over yet. Lozano robs Fry and feeds Pellegrini. He's on a hat-trick now. Aouar, though, is the beneficiary this time. Bags himself another goal. And it's 5-0. It does beg the question, why couldn't we just get just one goal against PSG? One goal would have been nice. Oh, still not over yet. This could be an absolute demolition job, which would be nice for the old goal difference if that comes into play later on. Lozano, good to see him getting involved in the action. On as a substitute, obviously. Recovered from his injury now. And Berardi decides, I want a goal too. And puts that one away to make it 6. Very, very one-sided. Maybe I could have afforded to play a rotated side, but I didn't want to even run the risk of an upset and not winning this game. We needed these points if we're going to stand any chance of going through. Well, goals galore. Fantastic performance from us there. It's a shame we couldn't have done that against PSG, but you can't win them all, can you? Okay, so the result was from the earlier. It wasn't a draw. Real Madrid beat Roma. And as we saw during the match, that means they're now both locked on 7 points. So we have got the advantage with them both to play. Now, it's a really confusing situation. Next episode, we will be playing Real Madrid. But we don't play Roma until after the World Cup. Not until January. So we've got a long time to wait, potentially, to find out if we qualify. However, if we do manage to beat Real Madrid, we will be through because they'll be on 7 points. We'll be on 12 points. And they can't make up that deficit. So if we can beat Real Madrid, regardless of what happens against Roma, we will be safely through. I'm going to play Toulouse in 5 days' time, and then we'll come back for the game against Stade Rennais. Hopefully we've recovered after our 2 recent league defeats, and then we'll play Real Madrid in what will hopefully be the decisive Champions League group match for us this season. And then, of course, it is going to be the World Cup, so we're going to have some special bonus episodes with France, hopefully 3, depending on how far we get. The first episode will just be dealing with the group stage. I would really hope we get through the group stage, but other than that, we'll have to wait and see. So, thank you very much for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed the video. Share the video if you can on social media. Make sure you subscribe to the channel if you're not already. We've had quite a few new subscribers recently. Thank you very much indeed, and I will see you next time.